slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though seas my queen, I show devotion. Where's my lifeline, Mr. Bosun? I ain't ready to let go now. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. If I slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though seas my queen, I show devotion. Where's my lifeline, Mr. Bosun? I ain't ready to let go now. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. Ready to let go now.
And welcome. Hello to College Halo Playoff Spring Season 2023. I am that Woo Brandon, and I'm here alongside Anxiety right here.
Going on, everyone?
And we are going to be watching the first match and casting LVC Halo versus Miami Esports. So this is one of the first rounds of playoffs that we got going on. Super excited to be up here with me and Anxiety. New little duo going on here with casting. So I'm super excited to kind of get this going and see what we can kind of highlight for some of these great players. Because I know I'm a little partial towards my boys over at Miami Esports. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little partial towards them.
I'm so sorry. My computer did a thing real quick. So yeah, I mean I haven't been able to watch these teams play too much, but um after going through all the stats and analytics with these teams, I'm actually pretty excited to watch Miami play. Um I'm I want to pay special attention to Evil Ninja.
Okay, yeah.
He's a player that I think is going to really lead the charge for this team going into game one. Um, this whole team seems to be pretty talented, but Evil Ninja seems to be the most consistent with his performance. Um, so I'm curious to see if he can carry that into the playoffs when these games matter a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the time where everybody kind of just starts to show up because I'm gonna be real. Like you're playing your weekly matches, everyone's super hype, everyone's locked in, but like it's just this different aura when it comes to playoffs. So like when playoffs come around, man, it's just this different aura. Like put up, shut up, win or lose. This is the moment. Every small mistake now it feels even twice as much in the mental. Different people that are kind of used to being in these situations, in the playoff runs, in the tighter situations, have a lot cooler overhead. But like for most people coming into this, it'll be really hard for them to kind of just grab their heads around everything. Pretty much, kind of coming into this great matchup between both of them because once you get that added pressure, it's just really tough, in my opinion. Once you're up there on the main stage, just like these two teams.
Absolutely. One.
Yeah, actually, guys, because Halo's such a small indie company, 343. Shout out them, but a little mess up on some of the customs. We'll be right back. We're gonna send it to intermission, and when this gets fixed up, we'll be right back and kind of just jump right into it. Something. I'm sorry, big dog. I don't know. Everything was blowing up. I feel you, man. I was just working today. Yeah. No, I know you are. That's why I said, don't worry, big dog. Like, I'm here. I'll help you out with whatever I can. Tomorrow, I can help you out too with whatever I can and stuff, or tonight too as well. What's up?
I'm here. I'm here. Robin? Yeah, no, I put my headset on the table. Yeah. Pretty good.
And welcome back. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are here back again for the College Halo Playoff Spring Season 2023. Again, I am that Woo Brandon, being one of your casters. I am alongside Anxiety right here.
Hello, hello.
And now we're going to be getting into LVC versus Miami, and going to be the first map we're going to jump onto is Streets. So what do you kind of feel about the Streets between these two teams? We kind of talked about like who to kind of watch out for, but on this Streets map, who do you think is going to kind of take a little bit of the first advantage on here?
Well, it depends on how Miami starts off, right? Like I said earlier, Miami, when they play as a team, they're really strong. So if they're able to do that on a game type like Oddball, I think that they should definitely be favored for this game.
For sure. And it looks like we still got the Rockets out in the middle. Everyone's still being very cautious, kind of maybe getting that little playoff anxiety up there, trying to hold people back off. Slowly moving up. I think the Rocket did go through off to the right. Yes, Quickly does have the Rocket. And it looks like Miami's going to be taking kind of the first little jump at the ball and taking it back into C.
Yeah, that C setup is, if you can lock that down, that's definitely a setup to go to. Another thing to really pay attention here on this map is there's a lot of sandbox items. So typically, if you have a team that's really good at controlling those things, as you can see, the Stalker rifles on respawn, that'll be up in about a minute. But the teams that control that sandbox the best usually find success.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're looking at Quigley right here just fighting over here, able to win the shotgun battle. Right now, utilized very well onto this seaside hold, just checking it out. Coming out, watch out. There's a little bit too many players there. We saw a double kill earlier from, so we're going to see if Quigley can kind of keep it up this way. A little bit of action, you know, really quiet kind of a game. 17, just 20 points, able to get a kill there. Everyone just really set up in C. I mean, LVC's really just got to like start watching their spawns, kind of slowly start pushing to one side and kind of either overload it or trying to get an answer for this, because there's really not much going on, just kind of sitting in the back holding them off slowly in this C hold.
Yeah, right now Miami is in position to get set up. Looks like they might potentially lose it as LVC looks to break in. Looks like they flipped spawns on them as well, so we'll see if
we're gonna see if
LVC's
Quack
able to
can
get
do
something.
something right now with this red gun. We got it loaded up, able to be in here. Mingo Mode has been the one really just jumping in here, trying to get things started for the side of LVC. Looking a little bit more solo queue action. Evil Ninja with the double kill coming in, so sitting at a nice 9-2, as you said. We got to watch out for him, because I mean he's doing really well right now in this first kind of half of the game. So LVC, maybe Oddball's just not them, maybe Street's not them. Not really got a little bit warmed up yet. We've got a pretty slow start here though to the College Halo playoffs. Ooh, nice kill with the Rockets.
Looks like they just used rockets. Those are going to respawn every 2 minutes on this map. So the next rocket will be up in about a minute and a half. So, we'll see how those come into play here.
Yup, and Chipsy needs a check behind him, but ball is down. Got to get 65 points for the side of Miami right now. LVC looking in trouble, able to get one, not enough for the second. Wizard is here though, still kind of being a nuisance on the side. Shem Life blocking his in, but behind you, big dog, is a dude with a shotgun. Not enough to go. A lot of solo pushes coming from the side of LVC. So I think this is gonna be a lot of just like regrouping on their side of like what kind of gameplay they want to do right now.
Yeah, I was going to point that out as well. Usually you can tell if a team's playing together or not based off of how many assists they have. So with all of them only having 1 or 2 assists this far into the game, it typically points to them just kind of funneling in one at a time, and makes it really difficult to break a setup like this when you play that way.
Oh, but Shem Life actually went from behind, able to stop it. Yummers here for the double, and that's a little bit of life that Miami needed to kind of hold them off, but it's looking like it's just going to be a clean 100-0 right now for the side of Miami. They were able to get some breaks in here and there from the side of LVC, but not a lot going on, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it was really, LVC came out just very slow and stagnant. When a team is set up, especially on the C side of the map, it's really, you really have to be aggressive on that. Because if you're not, they're just going to sit in the back of the map and just rack up time.
And now LVC is going to have the kind of side to be able to sit and C. We're going to see if Miami still wants to pull it back into C, or they're just going to drop it back to A. And it's looking like they're going with A, with Rockets still up. Mingo Mode trying to get some kills for his boys right here, able to do it. Good start from LVC, a lot different from what we just saw. Ooh. Not able to get the kill, but Chipsy for 2, and that's the start that LVC needed. Able to get the ball, was not probably paying attention where the ball was, but able to get it. Shem Life taking off.
Absolutely. They did a really good job of getting 2 dead on Miami first. And then Miami prioritized trying to get a little bit of ball time, and then that let LVC get the Rockets to break their setup.
Yep, and right now it's looking like Shemlife flipping it over towards backside. Hey, do you need to be careful about people spawning up on your side? But Miami slowly able to push up. Wasn't a lot of help from the side of LVC from each player trying to like kind of get these assists, as you were saying. Mingo Mode is sitting at a solid 4 assists, so doing pretty well to help support his team. But it's kind of just getting everybody on the same track because it just looks like, honestly, like Miami's just in full control, just letting them walk into them, getting some kills. It's a great start for LVC to get 16 points, but it needs to be a little bit more from them for me to give them faith that they can pull this off.
Yeah, you can see that Miami knows how they want to play this map. Whenever they have control. Oh,
Wow, I was just gonna say that they shot me up real quick because they just got the ball, got everything, got position, have some power weapons, able to get shoddy too, probably. Oh no, it's almost up, but they're pushing up a little far, don't you think?
yeah, they're kind of leaving the ball guy out to dry here. And what this is going to do is make it really easy for Miami to potentially break their setup as they're getting pushed in back A right now.
Yes, Mingo Mode in between 2, not enough. Oh no, he's still alive actually. What the? He survived that. Chipsy trying to get some punch on it, but the ball is lost now in the backside. Shemlife and I believe it was Wizard were just a little too far pushed up on that side, and Miami took advantage, as you said, and pushed onto this ball side play.
Yeah, and here it's going to get really difficult for LVC. Miami is doing a really good job of playing together.
My.
They have, if you look at the top 2 on their team, they know who they want to be pushing out for the kills. They know who they want to be sitting back playing ball time a little bit more. And just having that little bit of structure really goes a long way here.
Yeah, and maybe Streets just isn't their like game mode. Maybe they just don't feel very comfortable on the map. Maybe another map they feel a little bit more comfortable and see some life from them. But no knock to Miami. Miami sitting here with Evil Ninja, as we said before, sitting a nice killing spree for his team. Sitting at 22-6, really showing a whole on Halo Clinic right now. Almost enough to get there, but Chipsy says hold up. That's 1. Oh, not enough for 2. Quacked able to get the trade.
This is a really interesting situation with Miami having 2 dead here. They're fighting for control of A. LVC should be able to get a setup over here.
Yeah, Mingo
We'll
Mode,
see
be
how
careful,
long they can
peeking.
maintain this.
Yeah, and now Miami loaded up this ball side over here again, and LVC needs to get some help. But good shots from his teammate. Mingo Mode was able to get the kill right there, but they're just leaving like this back PD entrance open for them. But oh, it's looking like they're taking the ball on a conga line down all the way to C. We go.
Yeah, and if you look at the scoreboard, it really goes to show how much teamwork and coordination kind of matters in oddball. If you look at kills at LVC, nobody has double-digit kills yet, whereas Miami, Evil Ninja's 23-5 at the moment, or 23-8. And so far, this game is pretty close.
Yeah, oh man, back and forth, able to get that trade between each other, but it's looking like Miami's going to try and just close out this game right now. Able to get the ball over to Seaside, got Evil Ninja running out to the side, Rockets up in 2, Shemlife fighting for his life, Quack GG able to get the kill off of it. Mingo Mode does trade with Rockets, 1's down, Rockets down in the middle, able to get a super slide, Quacked, gonna be able to get another, and yeah, that's all she wrote for that one there. So that is gonna be a clean 2-0 from the side of Miami. I did see a lot more life that I needed to see from LVC at the end of that, so hopefully they can take that momentum and take it into this next game, because it's gonna be a really short series for them if they can't really, kind of just wake up a bit and be like, hey, we're here in playoffs, so let's play, let's go all out, even if Miami, they're respecting Miami as a team, they just got to go out there and give a little heart.
Absolutely, and that last round really is what concerned me with this Miami team, where you have players who are individually doing well, but you can see that those skills don't necessarily always translate to wins. If you're starting to play, two individually, another team can have less kills, be less talented, but if they work together better than you, then they could potentially beat you.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, as we always say here in Halo. But I'm not a fan of Empyrean, man. That's just not me. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Empyrean as a map? Especially on a Slayer. Slayer, I just that back spawn I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings, which usually depend on if I'm winning it or losing it. Yeah. I think for Slayer, it's really interesting. If you have a team playing this game type and they really understand, especially if they're they've played it, multiple Halos, older Halos, and they've played this map when it was called the Pit, where they have a better understanding of the spawns and where to be and when to be there. Um, you could see teams that have that knowledge just really dominate on this map.
Oh, 100%. Because whenever you just know the spawns, as you said before, which I thought was hilarious, was like if I'm winning or losing, I feel it way worse when I'm losing, man. That is horrible on this map because it just feels like you're in a blender. People are already set up on your side of the base. You're getting shot from everywhere, and usually there's no comms from teammates, so everybody's just kind of walking out with their head cut off. Because once this map kind of gets going, it's really hard to get it back into the other team side without having to get full control of rockets, full control of snipers, full control of overshield. There's just so many things that you can use here. And then green gun in the middle. There's so many
Yeah.
things that you have to like worry about and always keep track as a team that you're picking up, watching for, countering, kind of just building up a kind of route to get there to see who wants to prioritize what. Because rockets in the middle, but snipes on both sides, and then there's overshield. Like, I don't know. What would you kind of go for at least for the side of like LVC and Miami? Like, what would you think on either team for them to prioritize?
Well, it really comes down to there's two trains of thought, especially off the start of these games. You can either prioritize rockets that are going to spawn in the middle of the map, or some teams will look to prioritize getting the repulse, which is going to be depending on what side, either the left or right side of the map. Um, the teams that prioritize repulse do that so that way if the other team gets rockets, then they just repulse the rocket back to them. They get rockets anyways. So I'm really interested to see if either one of these teams look to do that off the break. Another thing that I think makes this map interesting for this game type, or for this match rather, is Pit is a map where if you look at all the maps on Halo, you can see what you're pushing as you're pushing up throughout a map. If you're on live fire and you're pushing from A to C, you can see what you're pushing it towards. Pit is a different kind of map where you can get up to halfway across the map and you can't see anything. And so sometimes that causes teams to play a little bit more hesitant, a little bit more stagnant, just because of that uncertainty of what's on the other side of that 50-yard line. So I think, that being said, Miami might look to be super aggressive here, especially Evil Ninja. And if that's the case, I think that they can put LVC in a blender pretty quickly.
Oh, that's exactly how it is. And, just some technical difficulties going on with the teams in the custom games that we'll actually be right back. So hold that thought. We'll be right back, sending us to intermission.
Picking up the pieces that I lost in the lobby. I put you against the wall, you had us body to body. I can't help the way you make me feel, it's so hard to copy. Let's find common ground, meet me in a lost and found. Yeah, dark days turning into dark nights. I hit the strip and spin it all, I'm having hard times. I reminiscing at me looking through the archives. I seen a picture of you looking like a star shines. And you bright, 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 like the lights on a fight night. Love hit me like a mic. You know I'ma get it right. So stay with me, run away with me. Need like a dope fiend, need dope. Need like a coke fiend, need coke. Even though your heart cold, ski slope. I really hope the song bringing me close. devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand, call See through, my heart is yours for your dues. I ain't got nothing to lose. Already tied up the noose. Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? I'm so damn scared of you. Yeah, I just stay invisible. I'm so impaired by you. Yeah, swear this invisible. You really can't see it. I wish you could see it. The way I've been feeling, I'm way off the deep end. I'm drowning in sorrow. I'm here barely breathing. Can't wait till tomorrow so I can repeat it. I'm throwing back a bottle of Patron again. Drunk, I'm on the floor, not at home again. No one's even gonna pick up the phone again. Back inside my head, I'm all alone, condemned inside my mind. You know it in pennies by my side. The words you wrote can feel the lines. My bloody nose and burning eyes. See through, my heart is yours for your dues. I ain't got nothing to lose. Already tied up the noose. Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? I'm so damn scared of you. Yeah, I just stay invisible. I'm so impaired by you. Yeah, swear this invisible.
And welcome back to the College Halo Playoffs 2023 season, spring season to be exact. I am That Woo Brandon, one of your casters today, here alongside my boy Anxiety.
Hello, hello.
And we will be casting this next match right now. Ranked Slayer on Empyrean. You know, we already said kind of how we feel about Empyrean going in. We saw what some teams were already had the need to do to show up in this next match. But I really need to see something from LVC. I want to see them break out early, get some power weapons, make something happen. Or even if it doesn't start off early, just make those great plays. Those are the plays you need to make to win. That's just really how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, what they really can't do is start playing scared. If they start kind of, becoming uncomfortable with trying to compete with Miami, then any chance that they have of winning this next game is going to go out the window. So they just have to keep their composure, stay confident, and try to get a win here.
Oh, I 100% agree with that. Oh, but it looks like Yummers as we speak, though. Miami got 2. That's a triple for him. Chipsy, though, able to pick up 1. Quigley, watch your head. We got Chipsy watching, but he's already rotated through. He might lose this sniper. He said, nah, I'm going to go grab this heat wave. Let me see what I can do. Good nades from Evil Ninja to try and get some damage out onto this, but Chipsy still half health. Able to get 1. Misses 2 shots, though, and Evil Ninja takes advantage. Able to get all that ammo into his sniper. While over on the other side, Quigley and Quack, they're just going at it. Oh, my goodness. To the dome, he goes down. It just looks really cool like that. I don't even think the kill went through, but Yummer is sitting on a nice 4-1 right now for the side of Miami, and there's Slayer and Evil Ninja just taking heads right now.
Absolutely. And now,
that's 2. Oh my, keep it going.
Right now, LVC just needs to keep their calm, just understand like they're gonna get a couple deaths here. Miami's in really good positioning, and they just need to really try to work out of it.
And it's a lot harder said than done because it's just looking like this 4-point stance from the side of Miami, just holding them off into this giant cycle that I hate getting put in when I'm losing. So it's gonna be really hard. A couple misses, Evil Ninja, you're on the big screen, big dog. I'm gonna need some shots with them getting double team Shem Life. Able to pick up that kill though. Mingo Mode and Shem Life were able to kind of push out of spawn a little bit there. Chipsy, watch out. There's still someone sitting on your base right now. Able to get 1. Yummers with the help from across the map, but Quacked is picked up.
And LVC is definitely starting to play scared here. You saw on that killing sword, whoever was shooting him from LVC definitely should have pushed him much sooner than they did. If they continue to play like that, then this is going to be a shutout.
And Quigley is just living over here on this side of their base. And Mingo Mode trying to get some shots at, needs to get out of there. Wizard still's got to run. Quacked over there, though, in a 1v1. Going up with the green gun behind him. Gets a little shots off on it. If it was the previous plasma pistol, would have went through perfectly, but able to get the kill with Quigley.
And right now, Miami got in this lead in the first place because they started off the game essentially with both sniper rifles and rockets. Right now we have rockets coming up in about 10 more seconds. So we'll see if LVC is able to get control of those and maybe get a swing in their favor here.
Yeah, and Quigley and Evil Ninja went to go secure the overshield, but it looks like Evil Ninja's in trouble, getting 1v2'd right here. Nade to get picked up, though, from the grave. Able to get rockets from Yummers. He was able to get a triple kill earlier when he had these. That's one trying to pick it up. Oh, no, he's just got mixed up in his head, did not know what to do. But Rockets now over to the side of Shemlife, able to get one useful way to break out of this. But 26-8, you know, something's grilling on these grills right now.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little chaotic with some weird rocket plays. Those rockets seem to just not really be a factor here, with neither team being able to capitalize with them. Now we have both sniper rifles up on the map. We'll see if either one of these teams can go away with this.
And Chipsy
Now Miami has
trying
both
to
snipers.
do something. Oh, Evil Ninja picked up, though, with the Needler.
And so this is
Great
what
use.
this is what Miami needs to not be doing in a match like this, where it seems like they're starting to kind of, you know, ego chat a little bit. They're feeling a little overconfident. They definitely need to avoid that in these matches, because what can happen from that is you start getting overconfident, and then when you go into your next match, you play with that same confidence, and you run into a better team who's going to punish you if you're going to continue to play like that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's just bad habits being built. But I mean, like, once you're ahead of this game, like, it feels like Miami's totally comfortable, full in control. As you said, a lot of egos. Like, imagine his ego, like, peeking with the sniper. I mean, peeking with his BR against the sniper. I mean, that doesn't tell you how confident they are, then I don't know what. But Shemlife able to pick up another for the side of LVC Halo.
Absolutely. And right now,
And-
Miami looks like they're just going to try to just kind of do whatever they want and just kind of talent their way to this win.
Yeah. And that's what
seeing
took
as-
him.
As the LVC is not trying to. Doesn't look like they want to play the series out.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going at it. They're doing their best right now trying to fight, but it looks like Miami just has a lot of, like, they're just used to this map. They're used to getting this hold. They know that everybody's just going to keep spawning on that side of the map in the corner. So if they can just keep these keep these spots locked in right here. He's Evil Ninja's actually rotating over here to help Yummers, because it looks like there's a little bit of holds in their hold right now. And with Shemlife actually popping up out of nowhere, Yummers comes and then actually helps Evil Ninja to get that kill. So I mean, for Miami, they are working as a full unit, going at each other right now. And a little slip off the edge, some ice as Mingo mode goes down.
It happens. It happens.
And they're gonna get this rocket pickup, though. Rummers just loves this rocket. Evil Ninja 1v1ing right here at the overshield. Movement. Oh, and a reversal on Chipsy, able to pick up the overshield on that. Quickly
looks
get
like-
another.
Miami got 3 uncontested rockets this game, and you just can't have that happen and expect to win here, especially if you're not getting overshield or repulse either. It looks like both teams are not aware that the repulsor is on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Quack GG was using it pretty well early on in the game, but I mean, as I said, what's smelling on these grills right now, man, it's looking like a big old steak that's about to be put on top of LVC Halo, because Slayer Imperium is not being their friend right now. Not able to kind of break out of these holds that Miami was holding them in. A lot of sniper spawn kills off rip. You know this going in, though, and these are the things that you got to kind of counteract, kind of like play around, focus on the rockets, focus on the overshield, focus on the repulse, the green gun in the middle, just different things that LVC needed to do early on, which built up later on into now.
Yeah, and the reality is you can focus on any one of them. You just have to pick one to focus on.
Oh my
And
gosh,
that's
to
just the case.
finish the steak, a double kill, no scope from Yummers, and he is really feeling it this time around in this series.
Yeah, that definitely summed up the entirety of this game from Yummers.
And I believe going in to this is 2-0, best of 3. So that is it for the side of LVC Halo and Miami right now. I believe that LVC then goes down to the lower bracket, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So
and
we'll
Miami
see who
moves
they
up.
find down there, and see if they can try to collect their thoughts and make a better run here.
And with Miami moving on forward, next will be DePaul Blue and UKY Blue. So 2 blue teams going at it, going to be playing against each other on this next match that we're going to have up. We're going to be sent straight to intermission, and we're going to get loaded into that game as fast as we can. So thank you guys for sitting around. We'll see you guys in a sec.
messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? enter, always in the limelight. Show ya a real good time. Oh, I know you got something else for me. Secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like tongue tied, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You got a no touching sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're knocking the exit with your life. Touching sign.
And welcome back to the College Halo Playoff Spring Season 2023. I am Dat Wu Brandon again, one of your casters, alongside Anxiety.
Hello.
And these two teams that we're going to be playing right now are UKY Blue and DePaul Blue. So the Battle of the Blues is what's about going on between these two teams. And we've seen UKY before, a very dominant team at times. DePaul Blue, I saw some pretty good stuff from previous streams with them playing on. So I'm excited to kind of see this game going. What do you have to say about these two teams, Anxiety?
Yeah, it's battle of the Blues, and it's also battle of the conference leaders here, where both of these teams came out on top of their conference. So this should be a really good matchup. Just looking at that, both of these teams also have very prominent slayers, and they're all very objective efficient, meaning that they do a really good job of racking up time. Looks like we're having some more game problems.
Yeah, but I mean, back to what you're saying, you said they're both very good at racking up time into objectives.
Yeah, so these teams are really efficient here. For example, looking at UKY, they'll have multiple objective games this year where all four players on their team has had 30 plus kills. You've seen close to some 50 bomb games. Ezekiel's had a couple Slayer games where he's had almost 25 kills when you only need 50 to win. So he's at 25 by himself. But like I said, DePaul has BLB, who's had multiple 30 plus kill games this season. And you have Mr. J. QWERTY, who's going to probably look to be the one getting that hill time, capturing the strongholds, things like that for DePaul.
Awesome, because I mean that's really what it comes down to. Is like, yeah, you can get all these kills, yeah, it can kind of go down, but if you're getting this hill time, watching these spawns, rotating the way you need to rotate onto strongholds, and know which way you have to pick up, a lot of things that seem like kind of doom or die. I think this is one of the maps that can really be turned around even if you're behind, because everyone likes to say like, hey, B on this map is insane. B on this map is always like, if you're not set up on either A side or C side, able to get some pressure and help out on the B side, it is not fun to be the guy jumping into B trying to secure that. But once you secure it, if your team is able to kind of post up and keep their pretty much like higher angles in their power positions, that does help go a really long way on this map. And now it's looking like I'm getting some stuff from upstairs saying that it's a little bit more technical difficulties with some of the teams. So we will actually be. Actually, never mind. I heard from upstairs again that they actually fixed it on the way of me saying that, just so that I could say this. But yeah, we're actually jumping into this game, so I'm really excited to kind of see Mr. J. QWERTY. I've seen some Frostbite FPS last time on stream, some good shots. Noble Gerald and some of the rest of UKY, very prominent players in the scene. and they've hosted LAN for us at College Halo before. Shout out to UKY. But DePaul Blue, super excited to see what they can kind of do and show up. As you said, the conference leaders. I mean, you don't get that just by being a pushover.
100%. Going back to what you were saying earlier about trying to maintain that B control, it'll be really interesting to see if either one of these teams end up having to do any other different unorthodox types of holds here. With both of these teams being so good at slaying at a high level, it could be just as difficult to hold control as it can be to get it. So you might see a little bit more rotations, a little bit more unusual holds here in this game.
And it's looking like Stealthy Llama is having a hard time with his inputs, outputs, but it's looking like they're going to keep on going for it right now. Well, this is what I want to kind of talk about, I guess, on this map, is the shock rifle.
Mhm.
The shock rifle. I'm going to say it twice like that because, I mean, like, it's got that shock value on this map. You hit one shot. That's all you really need to keep it going. Because once I at least hit one shot on there, I feel on top of the world to keep on going. And once you see it kind of string one and then two and then three, if you're in the right position, right proper setup, able to get some comms from your teammates, it can really do a huge impact, especially on the mental of the other team of them just getting shock rivaled. You walk out one shot. Like, I mean, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are a team on the other side of that, I think something that gets forgotten about with the shock rifle having so much shock value, that there's another shock weapon on the map as well, right? The disruptor. Um, both
Indeed.
of those are really good, and I'm curious to see if either one of these teams utilize that. Especially, like I said, this game might have some AC holds, maybe some BC holds. We'll see. But that disruptor for a matchup like this could become very valuable in shooting the point, getting damage on it before your team pushes, and things like that. Um, I think that's a weapon to look out for as well.
Yes, and one of the points that if you're just tuning in and you haven't been watching a lot of Halo, I mean, over there the sword is now completely gone and has now been changed with repulse instead of on in blue, like blue pipes down there. So that's actually a really interesting take of them switching it out over there. I mean, it's awesome. You got to go out there and go get it. I was just a big fan of it being in blue pipes because you just grab it on your way to go break the back hold and oddball and stuff like that. So really, really fun time that they kind of changed it on. But repulse would be a really good weapon to kind of be used to push back some of these nades as you're pushing onto these sites that are really hard. But if you have that up top control on like top cat and or over here on the side of top, like over there by B, like on bat ledge, if you got that kind of pressure kind of going on, it's going to be really hard to kind of break out a C if you're going with the AB hold. I'm more of a fan of the AC type hold, but at times you got to just get down and dirty and go for that B and just kind of break through that way. As long as you guys are kind of working as a unit and know which way to kind of push out of it, it's really not as hard, but it is very gritty to fight through.
Yeah, and this is a matchup that really can come down to what team is better strategically. If there's a team like we saw with Miami and LVC, Miami knew what they wanted to do. They knew how they wanted to do it. With like I said, with both of these teams being really good at getting the kills they need and performing individually, um, that strategic aspect of how they move around the map might become the difference maker here.
Yes, and also with Green Gun over there in Orange Pipes, some people honestly forget about picking it up as they're running through, and it's just the perfect weapon to kind of just as you do the little combo 1-2 punch. It's a great way to kind of break out of some of those B holds that are kind of like keeping them there. You're able just to get one shot, make everyone one shot, and able to push out perfectly. So I would love to see some great utilization from both teams on that end. That'd be really fun to watch. And I'm telling you, I just got to keep coming back to it. Shock rifle. I mean, I know there's other things on the map. The Invis is also very big. But like everyone loves watching the shock rifle. Once you can get that
Yeah.
shock grapple hook kind of combo, man, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, and that grapple is a big part of that combo. I think a lot of people seem to forget about that because it's useful with the shock and staying alive with it. And if you're getting pushed, you can grapple to an area that's more safe for you. You can also use it to grapple the camo. And a lot of teams seem to forget about that. So I think if you have a player who can get all three, where they have camo, grapple, and shock, then that becomes extremely dangerous.
Oh, that is a menace out there on the map if you're able to get all that. Especially, I do like when teams kind of use their invis to kind of slow it down a lot and like kind of just get info for their team, not be so greedy and just like get that one kill. Ooh, I just got to kill with invis. Like kind of wait, get some trigger discipline, wait a bit, and see what kind of backsmacks you can kind of get into and like coordinate with your team like 1, 2, 3. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people get really eager getting the first 2 shots on somebody with camo, but then even if you get that kill, you die right away. So staying alive and helping your team with that.
That's the move, and now we're finally getting into it again with the same start. We see Mr. J. Cordy do it like 3 times in a row. Noble Gerald, though, with the double and the triple kill from behind. He's able to move up to B, got a good little start onto this, and now DePaul Blue is spawning up. So they have a chance to get this B. They know that they have to work together as a team to break out of this. Oh, Gerald's just blown up.
Absolutely, and you see both of these teams kind of having an understanding of how to play this map. Miami or DePaul goes all 4 dead. UKY knew exactly where they wanted to look, where they should spawn. DePaul knew that UKY knows that, so they go the opposite way, and that's how they end up overloading this B side here.
Yeah, and Ezekiel able to pick up the shock rifle. Nothing really going, and one big perfect shot for him onto Frostbite. Ezekiel able to start getting warmed up on it. He sees it. Will he peek it? He does, just a little bit off. Watch Cat. He's going. That's 2 shots down, but he is on A now. BLB breaking out for the side of DePaul Blue, and that did draw attention this way. So now they got off of glass, and now they're actually living in A right now with 2 members from DePaul Blue trying to stay alive.
Yeah, and they're gonna get push out here with UKY getting control of A. So it looks like they're going to try to maintain this A-B hold here.
That is what is going on. Ezekiel 1v1, huge win right there on a nice killing spree for the side of UKY Blue, and Ezekiel having that shot. Stealthy Llamas though able to there. BLB just getting shot from all over, and some good help with the trade coming across. So AB hold for the side of UKY Blue. They're gonna have to kind of keep this power position and get this guy off of glass if you're the side of DePaul.
Yeah, Ezekiel's definitely trying to heat up here early. Which if they let him start doing that, then this can get pretty interesting pretty quickly. But even Noble Jared, he's 7-3 right now. So right now across the board, even the players with less kills, they have more assists. So you're seeing really consistent team play right now so far from the side of UKY Blue.
Open invis down that is messaging to his team. BLB just trying to break out of it. Lexing Bond though able to pop the invis at least, so it does get melted. It is gone now off the map. So now DePaul Blue can kind of focus their resources on either trying to get this push out of wide or overload this glass and get him out of there, because now Stealthy Llama is just running a clinic up here, and now BLB able to break through right here. Lexing Bond on the site. This is great for DePaul Blue. They're building up the momentum they need. They have C. They're getting B. That is 2 points for DePaul Blue.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed. They just needed to push something here and not panic, not get too caught up in being down 100-0. This is a game where, you know, you can get really good holds and build up some time. So for them to not panic and just get a push that they needed, was really good.
Yeah, that is great from them. Even though it looks like it's 111 to 10 right now in here, all it takes is just a good hold. See right here, they overloaded glass right here with 2 people. Now Noble Gerald has the shock, but that's what DePaul Blue was able to do earlier. Oh, good green gun combo right there. Lexing Bond's able to pick up 1. Ezekiel just trying to live for his team right here, and this is just giving points for the side of DePaul Blue. This is exactly what they needed, and it's looking like Ezekiel overheated right there.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for the fancy kill instead of just backing down immediately. So let's see. Looks like UK was coming off respawn now. So they should be able to push something here and try to keep mounting this comeback.
Ooh, great help from BLB. Able to get that kill for Lexing Bond. Now he's sitting on the shock, so he's got about 4 shots right here. Oh, 3 shots right here. And, oh, just not enough. Shock rifle is down. Ezekiel's down trying to get B.
Yeah, we got camo coming up in about 10 seconds here as well. So it looks like UKY should potentially have numbers for that.
Nice double kill coming out of Ezekiel right here, but Cryptid right here sneaking up, trying to help out his team for the side of Kentucky. BLB getting some shots and needs some help from his side of DePaul Blue helping out. Good shots, Frostbite. And active camo is up right now, so we're going to see. Oh, it's looking like Ezekiel's just going for it. No risk in the world.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all it takes to get it. It's just going for it. you know, don't hesitate and think about what if I get shot. Just go for it and try to live with it. And that's what Ezekiel does here.
Yep, and Ezekiel's just feeding all this information to everybody with his invis, and that's a perfect kill right there. Good trigger discipline, able to slow it down a bit.
Yeah, it looks like DePaul's just not quite on the same page. If you look at Frostbite, it looks like he's really trying to kind of initiate things for them with his 8 assists. They're just maybe half a step behind each other, which is causing them to not be able to get these breaks that they need here.
Yes, and with this though, Lexing Bond taking on the world right now, able to secure A, but it will not be long living right now. So it's looking like they're going to be going over to the side of A right now. Yeah, just putting all the resources over to this side. Able to get the grapple though. Mr. JR Cordy does know he's getting shot, so he's not going to be trying to get the grapple hook there.
Yeah, it looks like he panic meleeed as well, which is never great, but it happened. So it looks like UKY is going to try to take control back of this map.
Oh, and that was a good kill off of glass for the side of DePaul Blue right here. So Frostbite just trying to live in A to get these spawns. Stealthy Llama, though, able to pick it up. Mr. J. Corty here helping out. Able to get 1, able to get 2. That's a double kill for the side of DePaul Blue. That is exactly what they needed to get this A point right here. And it's looking good for DePaul Blue right now over here with C, B, and A. It looks like UKY is just in a blender right now, just jumping everywhere right now. But BLB with the shock rifle, we're going to see if he can get something going for his team. Notices 1, able to get the trade. Good shot.
Absolutely, that's exactly what they needed. Now we just need to see if they can maintain this. This game now is very much so in reach for DePaul Blue if they're able to continue to make the right plays with BLB making a huge play right there.
My gosh, BLB, show me something, bro, because that was clean. But Stealthy Llama fighting Lexing Bond, able to get a shot. He is 1, though. The nades did connect, and Gerald did help on the bottom side of the A. DePaul Blue did a really good job of holding that, but they just needed at least maybe one more resource still trying to sit on the A. Like, even though UKY was in a blender, they kind of just got in a blender themselves trying to react to it. And what a great kill from the side of UKY right there on Invis.
Yeah, a little bit of overheating from the side of DePaul, but that's the thing with both of these teams. DePaul is so talented individually that at any moment, these games aren't over until victory or defeat is on their screen.
Sorry, I was just going to say I agree with that 100% because no game is done until the final thing just says victory or defeat, but Stealthy Llama is on a killing spree. And right now, though, for the side of Decrypted, he is... Oh, it is not Ocrypted, it is Decrypted. Decrypted is fighting for his life down here, bottom wide. Stealthy Llama. We're getting some nice 1v1s, though, over here on this A side. Getting some help for Lexington. What a slide. That's a double kill for Mr. J. Cordy. Over here to help, get some shots. That's 3 down for the side of UKY. DePaul Blue taking the momentum and pushing the site that they need. That is exactly the way that needed to be played. Now that they have this A-B hold, it's looking like, actually, DePaul Blue's just sending all their resources back to C. Maybe they just want everything.
Yeah, that was a really good little play there from DePaul where they, you saw them working together, shooting the same person, and that's what allowed them to get that break. They just need to keep that up and then get back into this game. But right now, you see UKY doing a really good job of that. That's why they have pretty even assists across the board.
Yep, and
so
Mr. J. Cordy with the killing spree.
Yeah, right now they're 3 dead. They just, need to keep calm. Don't start worrying about, oh, we can't let this team come back, things like that. Those are the type of thoughts that will let a team start to come back when you start to have that little bit of self-doubt. So,
oh man, I'm loving what I'm seeing from.
Stay calm.
100%. That's what they got to do. But DePaul Blue is not letting them because I'm loving what I'm seeing from DePaul Blue right now. BLB with the shock. Also, look at this nice little comeback with the points right now. And Stealthy Llama just fighting on A. So it's okay to give 1 up as long as they're holding on 2. They're going to keep getting points. But if they're going to push into this, Mr. J. Cordy's got to get that kill. And he does. Now, for the side of DePaul Blue, what do you feel like? They're kind of all over the place. Do you feel like they got to slow it down and keep just 2 points, or just keep this chaos because this work is warm?
I think it needs to be organized chaos. I think that they need to. They can continue to put the pace on UKY. They just need to not, get away and start getting reckless with it, and give UKY an opening to get back into this.
Yeah, and right there was a little reckless because that is a double kill for Ezekiel. Mr. J. Cordy noticed that, but does need to be careful. Now it's a 1v2 over here on A side. Does need to just buy time for his team. He didn't notice him. That's 1. Wait, this could be it. Mr. J. Cordy Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he
That was a
almost did
huge
it.
reset, though. He bought his team more time by getting the reset on that point there. If they win this game, then I would go to say that was a game-saving reset right there.
Yeah, because that is amazing. And look at the score now, 192 to 224. B is the only thing for UKY. Decided to Paul just got to make sure they keep up this pressure because that's a double kill right there. Oh, he's one. He needs help. He naded it off a bit. And that is a good pickup. So it would be about 3 down. The other 2 just popped up. So now it's looking like they're going to take this B. So this chaos is working out for them.
It is, and they got camo coming up in 10 seconds as well, and they have grapple. If they get this camo, they can secure this right now.
Mr. J. Cordy. Oh, 3 down for the side of DePaul Blue. Okay, UKY will get this Invis and will start to kind of take control. BLB needs to be careful of pushing out because Invis is lurking in the shadows. Oh, but Lexing Bonk picks it up.
Looks like they're going to try to get A here.
Frostbite's there, and he knows he has to go help out. Noble Gerald, though, fighting on A.
It's fine by himself, though, which is always going to be tough to do whenever you push into the other side of the map by yourself.
Oh,
right now, they
man.
just need to make sure that they're doing something together. Looks like they might have ran out of time.
Oh, yeah, the chaos just kept going, but it's not enough for DePaul Blue. But that's the type of energy that we need to see from these teams, because now UKY able to take that victory was a little bit letting DePaul Blue play in that game. And now that's a lot of confidence that I think for the side of DePaul are going to be able to take into this next round. UKY did show off really strong, but then kind of lost focus and crumbled a little bit throughout.
Yeah, if I'm DePaul, what I'm thinking is we let UKY get up 100 points before we actually started playing this game. So if we just don't just let them run away with an early lead, then we're right here with them. So just keep focused, keep doing what you're doing because it'll work. And as long as you eliminate that bad early start, then they should be good to go into this layer.
And yes, the Slayer Aquarius is going to be the next match that we're jumping into. And I mean, that was great showing from both teams. I really did. At one point, you could have just hid the score, hid everything away, and you would not know who was on top at that moment, because it was just really great gameplay from the side of UKY Blue and DePaul Blue throughout that match on Strongholds. But now, on Aquarius Slayer, you don't have a lot more room. You don't have a lot more opportunity. You don't have as many lives. So it's looking like UKY will be a little bit more in control in this next match. But since DePaul Blue has the momentum, I think they really just take that and just go throw it into UKY's face and say, hey, we're here to play.
100%. And you also are going into Aquarius, which doesn't have a sniper, it doesn't have a shock rifle. Those are the types of weapons that UKY was using to really build their momentum. So I think taking that away, plus some momentum from last game, UKY should be in a good position for this.
Yes, and Aquarius Slayer, I mean, everybody knows that the spawns, they're just going to keep spawning opposite side of wherever you guys are kind of set up on. So that's going to be a huge factor in who kind of stays topside and who keeps control of that. Because if they give up the topside control, it's going to be a lot harder for the team that's on the lower half of it.
Yeah, and I think both of these teams are really going to potentially play with look to play for the Heat Wave as well. They did a really good job of maximizing the sandbox on the recharge. So that Heat Wave could definitely become a difference maker here in game 2.
Yes, and just taking that with Thrust, Heat Wave and Thrust, just a killer combo in this matchup right now. BLB, though, able to get Invis. He at least burned it for the side of DePaul Blue. Now, UKY sitting at 1, DePaul Blue 2, and the Invis is still going. We got a nice little 1v1. Lexing Bond, not enough, but Frostbite able to trade it. That's a double kill for him.
100%. This is where UKY seems to have a habit of starting to try to take too many 1v1s, and sometimes those turn into 1v2s, and it's tough to win a 1v2 on a map like Aquarius.
Oh, man. They did not know he was in that room. Noble Gerald, though, able to throw the shock down. Not the best for himself, but 7-6.
7-6. This game is starting off a lot tighter in kills than that previous game.
But this is what we like, man. This is Halo. This is it. Back and forth, just arena slayer, body to body, kill to kill. This is what we love to see, because, I mean, 9-6, it's a great time.
Absolutely. And DePaul is saying, you know what, you guys might have won game 1, but we're not going to let you win this series. We're not going to let you beat us. If you want to win, then you're going to have to come and do and take it.
Exactly. And their teamwork is just they have to bring it back into play, like just how they kind of rallied it together during that Strongholds match. Realize who's kind of playing out from the side of Kentucky, and then kind of rotate your numbers that way.
Absolutely. And right now sitting at at 13-8 UKY Blue, but one of the biggest difference makers in Slayer. Typically, the team with the most assists across the board is the team that wins, and it looks like DePaul's trying to kind of come back into that. But previously, UKY was definitely leading in the assist category, which is points to why they have this lead at the moment.
Oh, go for the over, Gerald. Keep going. Don't be scared. That's a triple for them. Noble Gerald, though, does have the Heat Wave now and Thrust. I think DePaul Blue, with them grouping up, was unfortunate for them to kind of read the spawn. But Ezekiel with the invis, and now DePaul Blue with their teamwork, they got to kind of rotate around, make sure they're not playing out by themselves. Because I believe if you just kind of slow it down a bit and let the other team kind of play into you like this, they're going to be wanting to take the 1v1s because they're up, because they're feeling confident, and it gives your team help like this. We'll be able to get that trade. Mr. J. Cordy able to get the other trade across, but that is a double kill for Gerald, and now he is on a killing spree.
Yeah, it looks like they're just letting him kind of run rampant here. And he really should be the priority for DePaul. They need to be finding him and taking him out.
Win. Huge win for BLB right there against Thrust and Shockwave.
He's going to get taken out P2s. All of a sudden, this game that started off real close, DePaul's down 10. So it'll be interesting to see if they can mount the same kind of comeback that they showed in game 1 here.
Yeah, and now that the pistol, the pistol's always been great, but I think grabbing the pistol in these matchups, or Mr. J. Cordy with the kill, grabbing the pistol it's super overpowered in this game now, in my opinion. You just kind of just let it rip in close quarters and you're able to get a kill, but BLB just living for his team. Not enough.
Yeah, he's doing what he can.
They're getting good trades from the side of DePaul, but it's usually after a couple kills. So we're going to see if we can kind of play towards this invis that's going to be popping up in a bit. And that's looking like UKY is trying to stay control. But Mr. J. Cordy kept the high ground for a bit for his team.
Yeah, looks like UKY just being a little bit better at playing trades with each other and making sure that they're there to back up their teammates or clean up their teammates' kills. That's causing them to have control of this game.
Yes, and right now, getting some shots. BLB is kind of all over the map for his team of DePaul Blue. That's what they kind of needed. Sorry, they're only down 9 right now in this matchup, so it's not too
And I think
bad.
Gerald got away with camo as well.
Oh, man. This ends. It's the second time that he picked up camo. Yeah, so we're sitting here. Oh, no, does not have it this time around. But we're going to see who kind of has it. Someone has it, I swear. Someone picked
got
it up
away
on the... Yeah. Oh, but they do not look... You got to check your corners, everybody. DePaul Blue behind you. Oh, good win for the side of Noble Gerald, but the shock nades come flying in for the team assist right there. BLB playing his life now.
Yeah, they're just going to fly at them now.
Almost a good one.
If you look at DePaul, every time one of them dies, they're looking at 2 people from UKY. And that just isn't going to be productive here.
Yep, I mean, you got to just start rolling with like a duo. Good shots right there, Frostbite to help him out. There's a lot of nades flying there, but these shock nades are also a lot stronger than a lot of these teams are kind of using, in my opinion. You got to, I love the shock nades. Shock nades, I hate them being used on me, but using them against other people, great, you know? But it's looking like BLB and everybody's getting a lot of separate 1v1s, as you were saying, throughout the match. So maybe if they just slowed it down, took a lot of these fights a little bit more like 2-on-2 and a little 2-on-2 on the other side, I think it would work out a lot better.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to maintain their composure. What you don't want to do is you don't want to just stop playing and say, you know what, we lost this game, just move on, because you want to try to end this game on a good note.
Always
and try to build some momentum here.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. I mean, it's a run. It's a marathon, not a sprint in this whole entire playoff run. So you're just taking these, getting some little bit of learning blocks, taking them with you onto this next match, and kind of just playing for your team. It's really also to kind of just keep your mental straight. If you can keep it going, not so much blame, and just like, hey, let's get this done, it'll definitely work out for your team a lot better. But it's looking like UKY Blue will be closing out right here on this 1v1, 49-15. Oh, no! Frostbite FPS said no, not today. One more, but not me. Lexing Bond over here with his team. That's exact. See, this two gameplay right there is exactly what they needed to kind of keep going towards throughout the match. But that is a dub for the side of UKY Blue against DePaul Blue.
Absolutely, that was a very strong showing by UKY in a Team Slayer game, where you saw three out of the 4 players had less than 10 deaths in a Team Slayer. which is an extremely impressive performance. Um, so they just need to keep rolling throughout this bracket. If I'm DePaul, I'm thinking we just had a really tight series. We did some good things, did some bad things. Those things are behind us though. So let's just focus on what's in front of us and make a loser bracket run.
Yeah, and I saw some really great things from the side of DePaul Blue. Really shout out to them. I really enjoyed watching their gameplay. Also, UKY Blue, great time watching both teams kind of duke it out and show their prowess on these maps. And I believe that we are going on to the next match. But any last words that you want to kind of talk about for either of these two teams that you enjoyed?
I'll say this. I think both of these teams are extremely competitive. So I'm really interested to see where they both end up. Um, because watching that match there, especially even the Slayer, the score doesn't really reflect the way the game played out. If there wasn't a scoreboard, that game looked a lot more closer than the scoreboard might reflect. So um, I'm just looking forward to see what these teams do throughout the playoffs.
Exactly. Shout out to both teams. Thank you all for coming up on to stream. And I believe we'll be getting to our next match. We will be right back as soon as possible, getting this next matchup for y'all. So don't go away. Be right back.
Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. Oh, my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. Let's free fall. Let's free
Well, I woke up on the lobby floor. Yeah, last night was some kind of war. I'm coming down like a waterfall. Check my phone, but you never call. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. Well, I woke up and saw everything but you next to me. I know that I've been the enemy, but I've had my moment of clarity. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. Picking up the pieces that I lost in the lobby. I put you against the wall, you had us body to body. I can't help the way you make me feel, it's so hard to copy. Let's find common ground, meet me in a lost and found, yeah. Dark days turning into dark nights. I hit the strip and spend it all, I'm having the archives. I seen a picture of you looking like a star shines. And you're bright, 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 bright. Like the lights on a fight night, night. Love hit me like a mic, mic, mic. You know I'ma get it right, right, right. So stay with me. Run away with me. Need like a dope fiend, need dope. Need like a coke fiend, need coke. Even though your heart cold, ski slope. I really hope the song bringing me close.
Devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress. Call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand, bang, got my hand. Call
See through, my heart is yours for your dues. I ain't got nothing to lose. Already tied up the noose. Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? I'm so damn scared of you. Yeah, I just stay invisible. I'm so impaired by you. Yeah, swear it's invisible. You really can't see it. I wish you could see it. The way I've been feeling, I'm way off the deep end. I'm drowning in sorrow. I'm here barely breathing. Can't wait till tomorrow so I can repeat it. I'm throwing back a bottle of Patron again. Drunk, I'm on the floor, not at home again. No one's even gonna pick up the phone again. Back inside my head, I'm all alone, condemned inside my mind. You know it in pain, he's by my side. The words you wrote can feel the lines. My bloody nose and burning eyes. See through, my heart is yours for your dues. I ain't got nothing to lose. Already tied up the noose. Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? Am I even dead to you? Yeah, or am I invisible? I'm so damn scared of you. Yeah, I just stay invisible. I'm so impaired by you. Yeah, swear it's invisible.
know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show. Afraid to say real love. Now I see you when I'll make it through to find the life that we once had. I see it now, I feel it now. Real love. Now I see you, yeah, you know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
With my head again, you had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love Love the touch, but never love the feeling. Why do I, baby? Why do I? Why do I, baby? Why do I? Why do I, baby? Why do I? Love the touch, but never love the feeling.
And hello, welcome to College Halo Playoffs Spring Season 2023. I am that Woo Brandon, one of your casters, here alongside Anxiety.
Hello, hello.
And we are casting this a best of 5 between ASU and New Haven, which is Arizona State University versus a New Haven University. But shout out to NECC for supporting College Halo this season. Really big shout out to them. We appreciate them. Down here in College Halo, we love the support. If anybody else wants to, just let us know, reach out. Really appreciate that. And getting into this will be a best of 5 compared to the best of 3s that we've been showing. This is a best of 5 match. So between these two teams, they've met multiple times throughout the year, multiple times throughout the seasons of College Halo. I'm super excited to see this going into it.
Absolutely. So both of these teams are, again, conference leaders. You have ASU, who've only dropped 3 maps total across 8 weeks, whereas we have UNH, who they've only dropped 5, but 3 of those 5 were at the hands of ASU. So it'll be interesting to see if history repeats itself here, as Livefire was one of the maps that ASU has already beaten UNH on.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
Edition 2
goodness.
already off to ripping heads off with the sniper. But watch out behind you. CNRL was trying to get that good little reversal right there for him. Able not to get to one, gets the second one, and Ambition 2 is on a tear early on.
You know, the gameplay is going to look a little bit different compared to the previous games, because if I'm not mistaken, ASU has at least one MNK player, if not more than that. So
If you couldn't tell, it is Ambition 2 with the sniper shots. It is definitely him on KBM.
absolutely. So far, both teams seem to just kind of be fighting for control here, kind of trading back and forth. No one really jumping out early.
And FPS Carito over here trying to hold B up, but gets naded out. And we're going to see, able to get some help. CNRL able to get one, not able to get to next. And right now it's just a huge fight for Cali's best girl, able to get a double kill right here. And right pushed up to B. And on Livefire Strongholds with these two teams, it's just going to be rotating back and forth, fighting for this B hill, fighting for power weapons, fighting for snipes, and just playing together as a team.
Absolutely. But both teams go 3 down there, so that essentially resets the map.
It was a nice little stick right there, going back and forth. And it's just going to be constant 3 wipes, because that's 3 people down for ASU. So New Haven has time to start grabbing onto B, and it's looking like they're going to go A because they're already onto C. And it's just going to be a constant
about to come
cycle.
up right now as well. No one's on it yet. It looks like ASU might be getting there a little bit quicker than UNH.
And Aeronomics able to get one, but does get punched. FPS Carito not enough to get it. That is a nice reversal. And Ambition 2 walks away with the overshield. And it's looking like, oh, green gun, but I don't think he hit him.
No, he missed with it. He missed with it.
Okay, yeah, he's able to get hit. Ambition 2 with the overshield, though, pushing through. And the side of New Haven knows where they're going. They're focusing on this side of overshield. Able to get one punch. Able to get the trade right there. But behind you is Windmills pushing in. And now FPS Kirito 1v1 on B. 1 punch in, 2 punch down. FPS Kirito back. Another nade, not enough. And the heat wave, they move on.
Both teams coming off with 2 dead again as well.
And Ambition 2 just sitting on this snipe. He knows what he wants. He knows what his way to victory is, that sniper rifle on this map. But from the side of New Haven, will not let him get it easily, because it's looking like a nice double kill from FPS Carito. Not enough, though, for Windmills. And Kagen Nokami was able to wipe off C. So that's 3 points for the side of New Haven. Great switch up from the beginning half.
Yeah, they're able to get 3 dead down on Arizona State, which is, whoa.
Ooh,
what
nah.
allows them to get control there, but it looks like Arizona might be taking it back just as fast.
And AOF Snipers was not able to use the sniper. Now Ambition 2 does pick it up because he's looking CNRL 1v1 right here, able to get a punch, and he's just running around getting this B point. So A and B for the side of ASU does get naded off, though. Good nades from the side of AOF Snipers.
Yeah, so far both of these teams are doing a really good job of not letting the other team gain too much momentum. Right now, other than the start of the game, we're not seeing the sniper rifle, the overshield, be too effective because the other teams kind of trying to take care of that before it become a problem.
Yeah, both of these teams, I mean, as you said, they have previous matchups before. They just know kind of how each other play. So they're keeping this sniper out of Ambition 10 as much as they can, focusing some resources to this overshield, waiting for it. A nice little trap, but behind you, Cali's best girl, able to get the flank, and AOF Sniper cleans that out. Not able to get the overshield, gets mixed up on his utils, and it sounded like the overshield was popped by someone else.
Yeah, they were able to get ASU all 4 dead too, but now you have ASU all together, and they're going to push out as a team here. They're not going to make the mistake of pushing out one by one.
And they did just have all 4 of ASU push out together. Super smart play from them, you know, grouping up, playing numbers against his overshield where they just kind of sat back and waited for him to push. Pretty smart on there. And Kage no Kami sitting here, nice repulse. Not enough to connect, though, with a trade on Cali's best girl.
We see somebody with Heatwave for the first time this game. So far, nothing else has been able to make too much of a difference. So we'll see if that might be the weapon that does it for one of these teams.
Yep, and a good trade right there. Ambition 2 able to pick up CNRL right now on this with them pushing out of A. They still have AB control, but that will be going over to ASU. And now ASU has to be the ones to start slowly pushing up and kind of keeping New Haven in this A spawn. But it looks like they're actually sneaking up over this seaside, and Aeronomics picked it up, saw him going down underneath. Ambition 2 is able to get the cross shots to help out, but FPS Carito was able to pick it up. What do you think of either side? Nice double kill from FPS Carito, and New Haven's able to pick up C. What do you think is their key to kind of winning on this map right now?
I think that this game is going to come down to just winning, you know, super small moments. Neither one of these teams are probably going to run away with this game. So usually when that happens, what it comes down to is there's, you know, maybe 2 or 3 different situations in a game that might come up that decide the game as a whole. That could be securing a late game overshield. That could be getting a late game triple kill. Some kind of plays are going to have to be made by an individual to secure the win for their team.
There we go. And I was going to say like a triple kill right there, but there's the 2 double kills that just passed. Not enough to get the triple, but Kage no Kame behind you is Aeronomics chasing, able to pick it up. But the snipe does go over to someone. It did get picked up right. Oh, yep. Cali's best girl has the snipe. Able to miss, and FPS Carito does get the kill, but I don't think he went for the sniper. So CNRL sitting on C, looking like an AC, trying to push out of there to go to B.
Yeah, right now it looks like, you know, UNH is starting to build a little bit of a lead here, and it looks like that's coming because Arizona is starting to play a little bit too aggressive. The team aggression is great, and it's been working for them, but it looks like they're starting to kind of get a little bit reckless and try to be aggressive by themselves, and that's what's allowing UNH to generate a little bit of a lead here.
Oh, and I was going to point out, I mean, if you're looking at the scoreboard right now, AOS Snipers has 12 assists. 12 assists. We're halfway through the game practically, and that's a solid scoreline coming out from him. But just too many bodies on B for CNRL to fight.
Exactly. I mean, you're looking at a game where almost half the lobby doesn't even have double-digit kills, and right now AOF has been involved in a total of 22 different gunfights with either by himself or with his teammates. So he's definitely making his presence felt in this game 1.
Yes, and a good pistol pickup because it destroys up close. Watch out for the spike nades. Playing this very well. Does get repulsed off though, but AOF Sniper is able to keep his streak going. And I'm looking like he might be on KBM too if I'm not wrong, unless he's just able to whip that quick. But he's doing really good for his team to get this damage out. Look at that. Just picks up a kill with his teamwork. He does get the trade, but he knows that he's just holding this point off. That is a great hold right there for his team to kind of get these shots off across and to keep them off of that site.
Absolutely. And you saw them really playing together ever since they were both bottom B trying to trade out with that repulse guy. And what that's allowing them to do is whenever they're getting pushed by ASU, they know where they're getting pushed from. They know when they're getting pushed. So they're able to, you know, on their screen, it might not look like they know what's coming, but they're already thinking 3 steps ahead, so it makes it a lot easier for them to win those gunfights, even if they're getting shot from the side or from the back and things like that.
Oh, and a double kill from AOF Snipers right again, but with that smoke screen, that's a really fun implemented new equipment that got added to Halo, and I love watching its gameplay. It's a great time to kind of fake people out, kind of play around with them, go in and out, make some movement plays, but it's looking like that was a nice wipe for the side of ASU, and they're pushing up. So with this aggression, as you're saying, it's oh, nice slide for the side of Ambition 2. Will he get the double? Got help from Cali's best girl. CNRL is in trouble with him pushing back to A. But you said not really big leads from both sides, just going back and forth.
Yeah, like I said, this game's going to come down to moments, and we might have just had one right there where UNH was extremely close. They're probably half a second away from capping B, and ASU was able to clear them out and get the reset and continue to build their points here.
Yes, and now it's looking like they sent 2 bodies over to C to try and win it. Some good nades. Needs to be careful, though. Able to pick it up. AO Sniper and CNRL is able to pick up 2. So that's 3 down for the side of Arizona State.
Yeah, this can
Snipers
get really
up.
out of hand really quickly here. ASU really just needs to work together. But again, just stay calm. If they start playing as a team, they can easily come back and win this game.
Yes, and with Sniper on AOF Sniper's hand, it's looking pretty deadly right now. So he's getting some good damage and some shots for them. But watch out behind you. There's another one. Oh my goodness. No way. That was a crazy no-scope slide. Nice shot, but Ambition 2 with the double kill on the back side.
Yeah, those are some good individual plays. Right now, you have Aeronomics doing his best. Same thing with Ambition. They're looking at the assist categories, but AOF just 16 assists is insane.
Yeah, and that is just unlucky timing for Windmills right there with the snipe. As the 2 people slid, he was throwing a nade. Unfortunate, but the sniper is no longer on the map with Cyrano shooting the last bullet. And now Cali's best girl, these spike nades, super useful. But it's looking like every time that... Oh, they also got overshield, so here comes the AFF snipers.
ASU needs to make a cap here. They need to make a play here because they only have a few more seconds to make a play that's going to keep them in this game here.
Yes, and with him on the overshield right now, you do need to be careful in putting some resources, but Cali's best girl is just playing their life as hard as they could, but Windmill's over there making that play on to A, but not enough. Yep, does able to get it now, sending 2 to C. Smart transition, but AOF Snipers has the cross shots for his team. Great help. I mean, this man's got 18 assists for a reason, right? 21 kills right there, double kill to get the triple, keep it going. AOF Snipers throw the nade, let's go. But really great showing for the side of New Haven on this this stronghold right here.
Absolutely, and even an added bonus to this, this is a really big momentum builder for UNH because Livefire is a map that they lost to ASU on. Oh,
Ooh.
here we go. We have a triple cap.
And this is what ASU needed. They're able just to whip it up, change everything around. All it takes is those moments, as you said. So this is ASU's moment to keep it going and keep their streak to get this first map alive, because it's not over until a 250 hits the scoreboard.
Absolutely. They don't have to play perfect. They just have to play correctly.
Yes, but 3 down for ASU. New Haven able to get some good rotations. Now they got to make some plays. Really good nades, actually, from FPS Carito just to get some damage out, but does get picked up. Oh, 1 second. They need to be there. Not enough. And that is a 250 to 160. New Haven is going to take that from ASU. But, I mean, both teams showed out really great for that first match, because at first I believe ASU was kind of on top, and then New Haven kind of woke up and got some of their teamwork down pat and started pushing together and playing these holds a lot better. But that is huge assist from the side of AOF Sniper.
Yeah, that was insane for him to do. For him to be involved in that many gunfights in a 10-minute game. He's just all over the place. He's making sure he's helping his teammates. He's just really trying to help facilitate whatever it is that the team is trying to do at that time.
Yes, and while we're waiting on them to get the next match going, we're just going to kind of dive into what we kind of liked and what we kind of saw in that map. ASU really came out swinging, but New Haven then came and swung back. You know, it's not really who throws the first punch, but the one who gets the last one, you know?
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you know, we saw ASU making plays early in that game. And sometimes you just have to remember it's still early. And what it looked like was ASU kind of let those early plays they started getting a little overconfident, overheating a little bit. Whereas UNH was able to say, okay, yeah, this guy just got a crazy triple kill, but it's still early in the game. Like we just started, so that's not going to matter by the time this game ends, and they made sure to finish it.
Yes, indeed, they did for that first match. But now oh, excuse me, sorry, we're going over to Street Slayer. That'll be the next match in this, and now. For this, how it kind of started, and Slayer, if you start off pretty strong, it actually kind of helps you carry on in your mental as a team to finish out the match. So maybe if ASU starts off as strong as they did this last match, that they'll be able to kind of take this and take it to their advantage and win this second map, because it is a best of 5, so we could go all the way, and these two teams are no strangers to that at all. So it's really just going to see who can kind of plan a little bit better for each other in this moment, really. As you said, those little moments that build up into the ultimate winning on a Strongholds is really what each of these teams got to kind of gather to get into this next ranked Slayer.
Absolutely, and seeing how well these teams are playing together, and seeing how they're playing around what the other team is doing, there's also a chance that we see this game slow down completely. Street Slayer is a map that, if you watch at the pro level, is notorious for not getting to 50 kills. So there's a very good chance that we see both teams either play at 110% the entire time, or slows down to a halt.
Yes, and both of these teams, how many times have they met before? You said they've met like 3 times previously?
So they met in one cross conference. Excuse me. They had one cross conference matchup this year. It was a 3-0 by ASU, where they just swept UNH. It wasn't really too close. So seeing UNH coming out to win this game 1 is really good confidence booster for them.
Yes, and we heard the smoke screens off on B, but it's looking like they're putting in a lot of effort to go for these rockets mid, but Kanago Kami is definitely down with rocks mid somewhere, so FPS Karito needs to be careful here to play his life as long as he can with his team, but Windmills is 1, not able to get the trade, so it is 2-1 right now. AOF Snipers does pick it up, though, 3-2, moving on forward. Rockets are still somewhere out in the middle of this map, unless, nope, never mind, Kage no Kami actually picked him up and refound them back after he spawned in. So shout out to him.
He was able to find them, able to get a kill with them. A big thing in this game is going to be just efficiency with these weapons. They have to make sure that they're getting kills. Like right there, he doesn't get a kill with the rocket. They have to make sure that they're getting those in this game too.
Yes, and the shotgun is now over to the side of Arizona State. So 4-3, though. Not a lot of fights happening early on. A little slow start for both teams, but both of them just taking their time, knowing exactly what kind of fights they can take and what they can't, and getting these trades. But AOF Sniper knows he's won, playing his life very well, but still able to get up the trade on that kill, 7-7. So great teamwork from the side of New Haven right here. But it's looking like ASU is grouping up over here together, trying to get these shots together, trying to get it going. So Streets is a smaller of a map, so controller prowess around here, but unless you get the red gun into some of these people's hands, it might not be as well for the side of these KBM players.
Absolutely, and it looks like ASU is trying to collect themselves as a group right now. Early on in this game, we're seeing a lot of one-on-one gunfights on both sides. It looks like ASU is trying to change that a little bit, as is UNH now, as ASU is looking to push them with these rockets coming up in about 5 seconds.
Yes, and they actually can get some pinch with ASU right here. His
This could be big for ASU.
Yeah, they were able to get rockets though for sure on this pickup. Just was not able to get the pinch earlier. So being out on these B steps, you need to be careful. Need to be able to, as you said, use these weapons properly, and that is not the case right here with AOF Snipes picking up. The trade comes in though with Cali's best girl able to get it. Rocks down, red gun in the hands of ASU. Windmills able to pick it up, and now rockets handed over. Still 2 in the chamber. Ooh, 1 in the chamber now. But Cali's best girl trying to see what they can do with the rockets right here. They know someone's back there. Get some comms from the teammates. Still not going to commit fully, but ASU's doing a really good job of not just running out in the open or being in line of sight.
Yeah, they need to play a little bit more patient with these rockets. You saw earlier they almost lost them running out in the open with them while weak and just getting cleaned up for no reason. Right here, they're wasting a rocket.
Oh my God, it wasn't
Ambition manages to get a kill with one.
Oh, well,
but again, it just comes down to that efficiency. So far, there's been 4 rockets shot in this game. Only one of them have gotten a kill. They just need to be way more efficient in order to really get a lead here.
Man, they really Kage no Kame really in a blender right there, not knowing which way to go, but Ambition 2 is able to spawn up on the other side and crash down. So it is 22-17 right now. Really good stat line for both teams. No one too far ahead, no one too far back. Oh, good stick from the grave. See you later. And on this, Ambition 2 is running, but watch out, there's another one to your right. And UNH just collapsed on them pretty well over here on Seaside. And now they're already pushing towards A.
Tight. Yeah, you have I believe it was Corito in a really good position to potentially pinch ASU here.
Oh,
From
no
B
one's
Street.
greedy. That's a
They're getting the
double.
kills. Yeah, they have to flush this guy out. They have to just all push him. He's by himself in the corner of the map. But they're able to get these rockets. They know where ASU is.
That was an unfortunate shot because once you shoot it through there, actually in arcade, if it goes back, it'll just keep shooting farther back, and that is no damage onto either of those players right there for CNRL. He's fighting for his life on this pillar. His team needed to push up a little bit to help him out, but he did push out a little bit ambitiously. But Aeronamics is fighting over here on this B point right now. 25, 26, 20, 27, 25 actually, and AOF Sniper is able to pick up the skill right here.
Yeah, I think that between both teams, everyone just needs to kind of take a breath. It looks like people are kind of getting ahead of themselves here. Again, you see UNH getting rockets. They don't get a kill with either one of them. In a 1-kill game, a 5-kill game, those are going to be the difference makers. And it just looks like everyone's trying to play a little bit too fast instead of just kind of letting the game play out and then just taking whatever the other team gives you.
Yes, and I mean right here, Onox does have the shotgun, but was surprised that AOF Sniper was just sitting there. So watch out, he's in PD. No, oh, yep, FPS Creator is in PD. He is pushing out, but it is 33-26 right now. Windmills getting this 1v1, not enough though. Able to get the trade. And yeah, as you said, I mean, they're just going at it. Aeronomics with a double kill. They're just flying at each other now. They slowly slow it down, wait to kind of realize who's there, and then they just start sending numbers, and it's a constant cycle on this map.
Absolutely, and it just looks like UNH is being a little bit more efficient now, isolating individuals from ASU and just collapsing around them.
Oh, and that's a double for CNRL. He has the red gun. We're going to see what he can do, see if he can keep helping his team stay afloat. But it's looking like a really strong showing from UNH compared to the previous matchups with ASU.
Yeah, and it looks like this game is extremely close across the board, except for Corito, who's trying to seemingly will his team to a victory here.
He's walking up. Wait, they don't know. They don't know. CNRL is pushing up. Oh, yes, able to get the punch. That is a killing spree. And he knows that they calmed out. But Cali's best girl able to get a kill with the Rockets. So that is one of the first we saw this game with the kill with the Rockets.
Absolutely. And ASU needs to try to get back in the game with these.
Uh-oh. We're going to see. They know where he's at. Waiting for it. He is one tap. I would have voted for the punch, but both of those are able to get the kill. And now it's 32-39.
They're able to come away with 2 kills there.
That's great for the side of ASU. Just grouping up these kills, able to get it down. But this shotgun usage is just super strong over here on this side of the map. And
Yeah,
right now,
I will say we're not seeing that same aggressive behavior from ASU. And it could have something to do with, like you mentioned, having those precision weapons being as prominent for those M&K players on a map like Streets.
yes, but I do know that both teams have their fair share of just cracked players where it probably doesn't affect them as much, but it is still a factor on the map. So it's 43-35, and that precision weapon it's been showing up here and there, not the super prominent in the match, but both teams kind of realizing how many deaths they each have and kind of slowing it down now. So as you said before, both pro teams don't finish this map. It's looking like they might finish. So we still got 5 kills. We still got 5 minutes, but it's slowed down tremendously.
Yeah, now this is going to come down to again, when it slows down like this, it comes down to that efficiency with the sandbox. So for ASU, they're going to slow it down like this to try to come back. They have to make sure they're securing kills with the weapons that they're getting.
Yes, and that was the red gun. Ambition 2 able to get the trade off there, though. And then Rocks are going to be up soon, so we're going to see who wants to kind of position for it. But New Haven does, sitting at 45 kills. They only need 5 more. And that red gun is in the hand of Ambition 2. That is exactly what ASU needs, what they want. But Aeronomics does get taken out by snipers. Oh, not Ambition 2. Aeronomics is the one that did have it on. But Kage no Kame 1v1, not enough. 39-46. These Rocks are going to really help out ASU if they're able to secure it without losing a lot of lives.
Absolutely. I was going to say they can't afford to die going for these. They really should have tried to use the smokes on the map as they had C control, but they get rockets anyways. And now it looks like it's going to be up to Ambition to make something happen.
Oh, on a killing spree though. 41, 48. Doesn't know where he's at. Oh, he's just in a blunder right now. But the rest of the ASU needs to stick together. They can't be walking out because that was a careless kill to get the 48. And now ASU realizes like, okay, we're at the end of it. We need to group up. We need to just play together, make sure and just find someone who's sitting out and see if they get restless. But New Haven's looking like they're just setting up with 2 outside, 1 inside C, trying to keep this kind of control.
Absolutely. UNH knows that ASU has to push them. They know that ASU is the one that needs the kills, not them. They're not going to go out of their way. Potentially die for no reason here.
Oh, great trade from the side of ASU. They're keeping it alive. They're keeping it going. The dream is still going. 45-49. They're going. Watch out for the shotgun. 46-49. Oh my gosh, they're losing their mind right now. The side.
And just as I say that, they all start running out one at a time.
Exactly. But this red gun getting some shots out. UNH is kind of getting a little bit squeamish, but Aeronomics needs to be careful. You can't be walking out because this is just super. It all comes down to those little plays. If they can just survive and make it out, keep the damage down, win this 1v1 Ambition 2, red gun needs some help, but they're also pushing in. Oh, here they go. 2 in the PD. They're flying out. They need help. Aeronomics to your left. Able to get 1. That's 3. That's 49-49. No way. ASU able to win it 50-49, and New Haven just let it just go like
They
that.
didn't have to push them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
They thought,
no.
what a ending. There's no way. Now it is 1-1 in the series. No way ASU just did that. That is crazy. I'm sorry, New Haven, you just crumbled right there at the end.
That
But
was
oh my
absolute
goodness.
panic.
That
Absolutely panic. There's no reason for them to push them like that. You know, you have 2 people. I mean, they're just running around with no shields trying to win gunfights that you don't have to win. You guys were already winning the game.
Sure, that is crazy. What an insane comeback from the side of UNH. There is no way that just happened. And the 2 people pushed into PD while the other one stayed back. So then they rotated out and 2 people pushed there. And then, oh my gosh, he just went crazy for the side of ASU. I believe that was Ambition 2 that picked it up. There's no way that just happened. But that is 1-1 now. And that's why I said this is a banger of a series. Best of 5. But we are going to go to a 2-minute break real quick, because we're freaking out right now. So we'll be right back.
On my mind, so say it.
control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. My life too complicated. I stop these conversations. It's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. No relation. It's crazy. And it goes like this. You could save me.
And welcome back to the College Halo Playoff Spring Season 2023. I am That Woo Brandon. Alongside casting with me is Anxiety.
Hello, hello.
And we are back for Game 3 of this best of 5 that just ended with a banger reverse at the end of that Slayer. Like, oh my gosh, I'm still shaking about it. But oh my god, I will say though, with Oddball Recharge, there has been a little bit of an observer little bug recently, to where it just crashes after the second round or after another round. So if it does happen, just bear with us. Don't worry, we're gonna get us right back into this match as fast as we can, because I mean, we just saw the craziest freaking ending for that second Slayer match ever. So still pumped about that. Anything that you have to say about going into this game, Anxiety?
Absolutely. I think we might be in for a long one here with how these games have played out so far, but definitely want to start off with CNRL here because I know he's UNH's in-game and vocal leader, so it's going to be really important for him to be off to a strong start here in this game number 3.
Yes, and Ambition 2 able to pick up Invis after all the early onslaught fights right there. And now it's looking like he's going to be creeping right now, just trying to get info for his team to figure out what's the best route. He does see 1, he sees 2. He's letting people know, but AOF Sniper just figured out where he was and picked him up. Oh, but the nade traded 2! And a kill with the 3rd. That is its dude. That's the second thing compared to the last game. Just crazy moments right there from Ambition 2. But Aeronomics able to escape with his life, and Cali's best girl does have the ball now, rotating it to A.
Absolutely. Right now, ASU's holding the ball A without control of it, though. This could be a big swing for UNH if they're able to clear out ASU here.
Yeah,
Or it looks like they get 3 dead here.
Able to keep it going. Now the ball will be going over to UNH right now. And they're just gonna be setting up. We got Kage no Kame over here sitting, getting the info from Glass right now, waiting to see the push from top white. So an Ambition 2 looking like he's pushing through Glass now, trying to get some help, get some shots. Does get the kill down.
If UNH is able to hold this off, they're in a really good position. It looks like they're going to play the ball anyways, but that's okay. If they're able to sell ASU here, they're able to just go get that ball right back and set back up how they are.
Yep, able to keep it going. That's good, but Ambition 2 just living on not enough, though. Does get out, that is down, so they're going to start grouping up to see if they can make this next push into top A. The hard part between top A is you got to get this dude off Glass, because if not, you're just going to get beamed from the side, and it's just going to be more and more damage with them shooting, because FPS Kirito is holding off that top platform pretty well with CNRL, and Ambition 2 does see the numbers, needs them to push in from the other side.
Yeah, right now UNH is doing a really good job. What we saw cost them that last game in the Team Slayer was they just kind of crumbled, started playing reckless, and just kind of gave the win away. Right now you're seeing the complete opposite. Looks like they took a deep breath and said, we know what we need to do. We're going to be disciplined in what we do, and that's what's giving them this early lead here.
And Ambition 2 with the shock, able to get 1, looking for the second, get some shots from his team. They know that he has yellow stairs. So good info from the side, but they do play the ball. I guess got a little careless with it, and then ASU able to pick it up. But Cali's best girl is going to be shot over here from the side on CNRL. Able to get some help from the shock on Ambition 2. Not enough, though, but Kage no Kame pushing down this bottom A. And ASU able to get some good ball time right now. Able to rotate their whole team to A and have Ambition 2 with the shock, just holding him off.
Absolutely. This I think Ambition is in a really good position here. If he doesn't keep ego channeling like he is, now he only has 1 shot left, which is going to allow UNH to break in like this.
And
Looks like ASU or UNH is able to get through here.
Yes, well, UNH does have the ball now. They're getting some good time. Ambition 2, I mean, what UNH did a good job right there was just sending the shots so that he would be unscoped. And that was just really good from the side of UNH to keep the push and able to get them in there. And now they're able to get this good ball time. And now ASU is actually the one on the back of their heels running. But the ball is still sitting top A, so they're still going to have to make their way through and make this push.
Absolutely. That was definitely a textbook break by UNH. Now it's going to be up to them to hold this, though. As ASU might be making a move to break this setup.
Ambition able to win that gunfight. Great job. He was going to try and play the ball, but now they got to get the ball back into A and get some of this time. 80-40 with UNH starting to push through top white, but Cali's best girl is going to be sitting on this power position. There's a lot of nades and damage getting come through, but Windmills will have to play the ball sooner or later, but good win right there from the side of Carito.
Absolutely, and they're going to do the same break. They're getting shots on gold, getting him to back down, and then crossing, which is really hard to do, but that's exactly how you're supposed to break this kind of setup. Now it's forcing ASU to rotate around here, and UNH might be able to catch them off guard.
Yes, and right here, good trades coming in. They're going to be fighting for this shock rifle, though. AOF Snipers does have invis, and he's going to try and get the shock rifle too. But that was a great kill from his side. He's playing slow, doesn't see him, but that's a bold. That I don't know. That's just bold to just like. If I'm playing it and I see the invis, I'm not blind. Like I see something. That's just bold of them, man, to do it. But able to live through and keep it going. So 80 to 53
He dodges
right now.
camo, shock, and grapple though. If you have that combination of items, you really should stay alive there.
Yep, and great double kill from CNRL, able to get the shots across to then also add to his team. So now it's looking like ASU did spawn over towards the glass side, and then Haven is setting up over towards A. Ball still out, so they're just going to be trying to get some shots to see who's going to be sliding out and going for this ball.
Right, and right now it looks like UNH is trying to trap ASU into the gold pipe spawn to try to set up control for some time.
That's great teamwork for the side of UNH, and they also know that they didn't need to get the ball the whole time, so they're able to get some shots, get some damage out. But now that the ball is being moved and rotated over that way, UNH does need to get some shots, does need to get some pressure because their points are just going up in the second. And as I say that, it's a good trade on the backside of Turbine.
Yeah, that was a really great trade. ASU was trying to rotate before UNH committed to pushing them, so UNH was able to cut that off and potentially end their rotation as it was. Now we have camo coming up here in 5 seconds and a new ball coming up off respawn.
Oh, bunch of nades from AOF Sniper. Yep, Invis does get picked up instantly, but it looks like it goes down. Don't know if it was burned. Yes, it was burned. So it was burned, it was gone. There's no more Invis on the map. Oh,
ASU are
80 to
3 dead though.
71. Yes. And AOF Snipers noticed that and is going for the ball, trying to get out of there and get some more time. 1:30 though in the match. ASU's got to muster up another quick push, honestly, for them to kind of get this ball and get some time in their pocket.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what Kage no Kame is doing because he's not doing anything crazy. He has 5 kills, 7 assists, 9 deaths. He must be doing something though to help this team maneuver through the map.
Yeah, and it's looking like ASU is actually getting some great time. CNRL has made it through bottom A, though. He's getting some shots. Good stick onto Windmills. That is 1 trade, 2 down for both sides. Who's going to make it out? Kirito puts him to 1. Cali's best girl gets a double kill, though. And it's just down to Kage no Kame, and it's looking like ASU is going to keep getting some time, but it's 87-87, able to get 1 ball, and it's looking like, oh, yeah, they're still living. So need to push out of there.
Yeah, they have maybe 1 more push left here. Both them being 2 dead, this might be all she wrote.
Yep, not looking good for UNH right there. They had a great setup, great time for it that they're going, but ASU is able to take this first round right now. So it is 1-0 in this match, but not in the whole entire series. So we're going to see what they do differently this time because ASU had a great start last time.
Absolutely, and it just looks like another round that UNH let kind of slip away here, so they just really need to stay calm and not let this get away from them.
Oh, and
just as I say that, they go 3 dead, but that's okay because now they can reset and really try to push as a collective team.
Yes, and Carito is actually sitting on A, trying to get some shots across, but they do not see Invis, and that is a pickup for Ambition 2. But they're getting some good points now. Now it's looking like the solo pushes are coming out, a little bit of desperation. They have everything set up, and it's really hard with this Invis just sitting out in different spots, getting these cross shots and getting some more damage for the side of New Haven to push into there. But this is some great time from ASU.
Absolutely, and it's going to be really difficult. We know that they know how to break the setup. We know that they can. We've seen them do it. And right now, they're just kind of funneling in by themselves.
And right now, getting some shots off this top glass while they're pushing onto Cats. Some great pushing from New Haven right here. Ball does get played, though. Able to get 1. Does get the second one, and that is 2 down for ASU while New Haven is still going. And that's good ball return, but not enough.
It seems like they were just a little bit too slow on that break. Allowed ASU some time to catch them and kill them before they were able to fully set up here.
And now ANF Snipers, instead of holding up top glass, is holding these yellow stairs. And I believe just getting these cross shots, that's 1 kill. Another one on glass, does notice it. CNRL calms it to his teammates, see if they get that. ANF Snipers fighting. He was one right there, not enough. Cali's best girl to do it. The grapple hook comes flying and just gets demolished by Aeronomics right there. So Aeronomics pushing into this A hold.
And ASU looked like they caught the ball that UNH tried to play and brought it right back in. They did, as they take control of this top A side of the map.
That's
UNH might be
unfortunate,
able to
man.
get game out.
Yeah, when you throw it out, you just gotta let that thing rip sometimes instead of just like dropping it off. Because you let that thing just rip out of there, at least it's gone, at least it resets. But Invis for CNRL, he's gonna be trying to go see what he can do here, waiting for it, sees the ball drop.
And now they just do the same thing. They catch the ball as they throw it out.
And still has Invis, not really much of a factor here, just adding the numbers to his team, and he was the one grabbing the ball. And that is a double kill for Aeronomics. Will he keep going? Ambitions 2 for the help. Will he get the triple? He's won. Not enough, and ASU just swarmed that ball right there. Now they're going to really get a good time for their side of the team because now CNRL is up, but it is off spawn, so it is a little bit staggered.
And it looks like Ambition's having quite a game. So look to see if he is maybe going to try to lock this up for ASU here.
And the thing about these two teams is like we can see the game and everyone thinks it might go one way, but from what we saw in game 2, I have no idea how this is going to end ever. So it just takes a little bit of time of teamwork from both teams, just recognizing where they're at, playing the game that they want to play, and utilizing it, utilizing the best of weapons for that way and executing it.
Absolutely. This series as a whole, really, with how these two teams play, really comes down to not necessarily one team beating the other team, but one team just making less mistakes. Sometimes if you just make one or two less mistakes than the other team, that's enough to win in a series like that.
Oh, and then Carito actually loses the fight there against Cali's best girl, but Ambition 2 did get a kill with the shock. Is moving over to Trippy Corner to try and get this next guy who's pushing up Cat, but he knows he's in top white, waiting for it. Oh, he sees the glint. Oh, just off to the left, barely able to miss it. But Kage no Kama just pushing through. You really need to wait for his team and like kind of get that pressure off of Glass. But now it's kind of the desperation attempt coming from UNH, I believe. But some good trades and the ball is just moving. Windmills is just taking that ball. My man's sitting at 150 right now for his OBJ points.
Yeah, that was honestly a really impressive game by both Ambition and Windmill. Just really being effective on the map. You don't always have to get kills. I mean, we're not playing Team Slayer here. So to have that much ball time is pretty impressive.
I mean, yeah, you just designate the runner, and that's the one who has the ball, and just kind of go for it. But both teams had times showed control of the map and like what they wanted to kind of do. But ASU just was a little bit grittier than side of New Haven on that one and able to push it through. So, was a little bit lackluster compared to the last one, but I mean, it's a best of 5, so it's 2-1, and it could be anybody's game because we've seen both of these teams go the distance multiple times. So
Exactly.
And next is CTF Empyrean in this matchup, so that can really go anyway. We're gonna see these snipers kind of come out and play a huge role in who's gonna kind of be getting the flag caps running and not. It's really gonna see who can support their runner as much as they can in these flag pools and who can kind of keep them in these spawn traps over on either side.
Exactly. But UNH definitely can win this game. But Arizona looks like they have no plans on letting that happen. They're doing a really good job of just, keeping the pedal to the floor on UNH and really trying to eliminate any room for them to collect themselves. So we saw earlier, Pit is a map where a team that's really good at pushing and being aggressive can make it really difficult to play out of your own base. So I would expect Arizona State to be playing super aggressive this game.
Oh, and then with the snipes out on the field and all the different power weapons to play with, if someone just kind of slips through on the other team not seeing them and not really realizing where they're coming from, it could be a huge flank or detriment to the team at that moment. So we're going to see kind of how this flag goes because sometimes it gets scrappy and then sometimes you just take full control. But as we saw in game 2, this could be anyone's game, and now it is 2-1 to the side of ASU.
Absolutely. I'm expecting Ambition to get the snipe off the start here. I'm curious to see who gets rockets. So you've seen neither team really be able to maximize rockets enough. So seeing who gets those first and if they can do something with it might be the key to a strong start here. game.
Kage no Kame pushing in. 3 went for it, and two of them were just fighting for the rocket, able to get a trade, but Aeronomics behind him and does rotate back to get the shots. Did use both the rockets there, so no more rockets, and didn't get the kill, so kind of just let it go. But Ambition 2 with the snipe, gonna see what he can do. Just get one shot off, you know, a little warning shot.
He
just
has
let him
both
know, hey.
snipers right now. This could be really big for
Oh,
ASU if
man.
Ambition's able to make the most out of this.
Yeah, good catch. He went and knew what he wanted, and that's what he's going to go for. And that's his way to success. And we're going to see if ASU can kind of capitalize on that. Because the Rockets are no more. Overshield gone with. Everything's just kind of being stalemate. Not a lot of snipe shots coming out. Both teams just respecting each other very well. One sniper shot does go through. Yeah, everyone's
12
just
total
being
shots
really
right here. 11 now.
There we go. And you can just sit there all day with the sniper, really. And it's another trade off. 3 down for the side of New Haven. So it's looking like ASU is going to be slowly building up to start getting over to their side of the base. And that's 2 snipes for the side of Ambition 2, where he's just waiting for them to walk out and fall.
See, this is
And
where it
he's-
could become a problem, though. They got 3 dead on the side of UNH, and they're only just now getting a flagpole, and now it's a lot more contested. Sometimes when you have a stacked sniper, you can kind of fall in love with that and then just not push. But that's a disgusting no-scope by Ambition, so it doesn't matter.
Yes, it's like we saw some extra pop shots there, but he has 2 snipers in his arsenal to let some of those fly. We'd love to see all of them connect, but I mean, hey, he's been able to get some great no-shows with 1, and then Windmills not able to pick up that kill because he's looking somewhere else on that side. But ASU is getting pushed from this side, so we're gonna see what Ambition can do. Does get traded out.
Great job by UNH as well. They got 2 dead, and now they're pushing through, looking to set up for a flagpole. This is something ASU failed to do to UNH previously.
And right now, CNRL just living in their base. Ambition 2 there. Needs some help from AOVeth Sniper to get the shots in. Able to do it. Gets 1. Nah. Does not get another. But Aeronomics for the double kill. Does have the snipe and drop the heat wave. But then gets traded out again by Kage no Kame. So, I mean, all these power weapons just sitting over here in the corner. Everybody knows, just trying to see who can walk out and go grab them.
Exactly. And you have rockets about to be up in 2 seconds as well. So add that into the mix.
Man, I mean, there's just so much stuff on this map to play with, and both teams, I don't know if it's them respecting each other, but what a trade. Wait, so ANF got a sniper rocket, and then Ambitions 2 got a rocket kill?
Yeah, it looked like he traded 2, got 2 kills with that last rocket.
Oh, man. I mean, that's the craziness right now, is able to get 1 snipe, no more sniper, but CNRL does have the overshield. He's walking across the whole map. He's going to get a lot of shots into him. Does not see where he's at. Heat wave to get some shots in. Does get 1 kill at least on the reversal, but it's still 1... Decided it's still 1-1 trades right there, so very stagnant. I think they're just respecting each other, but both teams can't really get the big enough lead for them to feel comfortable to just push into base and grab that flag.
Yeah, they're definitely being very hesitant, not wanting to push unless they have total control. And we'll see how that plays out. Sometimes you're not going to have total control, and you just need a small advantage to capitalize on, and we'll see if a team's able to do that.
Open AOF Sniper picks it up, and now he's going for it. Throws the flag out, gets the pressure from the nade. Let's see what he can do, and does not get the kill. And that is 3 down. Well, it's 4 down for a second, but 3 down for the side of New Haven. Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Ambition
goodness.
just hit. Just hit a 180 snipe right there. Just off, got shots, goes down. Bang! That's 2 right there. Windmills gets another kill though. They have both snipers flying, and New Haven keeps going down, but they're still holding up. There's no flagpoles, and some great shots from Kage no Kame.
He did a great job fighting out of that situation. That could have been really bad for UNH as ASU starts their flagpole, but they did a really good job of not just getting put into a spawn cycle there.
Just waiting for him to push, doesn't see it. No more sniper shots out of him, but Ambition and Aeronomics able to pick up 1. The last 2 there, they have the pressure. They're getting the comms from their team to push in. They need to get this flag and get some damage out, but FPS Carito is able to get 1, then trades out, and the flag is going to be taken. Sniper out, though, I believe, for the side of side of New Haven.
Absolutely. And they're doing a good job right now as ASU is going for this flagpole and not getting caught up in their own base, shooting the flag in the back. They're trying to push up, get sword control, trying to shoot back at the flag, but trying to maintain a little bit of map control as they're coming off their spawn.
Oh, and a double kill with the flag run. So it's looking really good for the side of the ASU with this flag run, with the nade on CNRL. It's looking
Should
like
be a
with the
cap.
slides. Yep, it's looking like a cap. Oh, bounces a little, but able to get it in, and that was just not enough. Ambition 2 playing Ring Around the Rosie. We saw some great plays with this middle pillar before, and that is a see ya later. Watch the edge, buddy. Mind the gap. Ambition 2 is going to keep going on. Aeronomics, the rockets in the hand of Windmills, able to get 1 kill. No more rockets left.
Yeah, absolutely. UNH is they're in a really interesting spot here. With ASU just keeping the pressure on them, doing, like I said earlier, doing a really good job of not letting UNH collect themselves here, trying to coordinate any pushes as a team.
Yeah, and ASU is having a better understanding of these spawns than New Haven, in my opinion, just because there's a lot of spawning in groups. Obviously, they're going to spawn in groups of 3. Great kills from Ambition 2 right there. But with them spawning up, they're not really taking as much advantage of when they were in control on their side of the base. So we're going to see kind of how this goes. But a nice 1v1, and it does get help from his teammate. Able to bring the flag all the way back. Just has to return it. Not enough. And that will be another cap for the side of ASU. Game is still not over, though. 5 minutes still. All it is 2 caps. Able to get 2 kills there. 1 up.
Yeah, they're able to get 2 dead on ASU as well, so they definitely can capitalize on this. 3 dead, 1 just off spawn. It should be able to get some map control here, potentially get a flagpole out of this.
Yes, and AOF Snipers is over there off into base. Oh, just takes his head off with Aeronomics with the sniper. Able to get 1. Does get the shots on the second one, makes him 1. Then just rips his head off there. See ya. And now he's able to return the flag. But, I mean, I believe ASU has just used their power weapons way better.
Yeah, ASU has just across the board, they've been unconscious with the sniper rifles this game.
Right now, Aeronomics is keeping the pressure over on this lane. Here he comes. There's 1 left, and ASU is just pushing into their base, keeping the pressure up. New Haven is just in a cycle, and they're not able to kind of break out of it because they're spawning off of these spawns into base and not making anything happen. But CRNL with the double kill.
Absolutely, and something else that this playstyle out of ASU allows them to do is because they're being so aggressive, even if UNH is able to kill them, they're not able to get any map control because they're still on their base. So by the time ASU respawns, and or by the time UNH tries to push into ASU's base, they're already respawned and pushed back up halfway to the map. So that's part of why they're able to keep this pressure up, because UNH is just stuck in their base.
Yep, and a little bit of bag to let them know, hey, what's up? I'm here. And AOF Snipers does just get a solo pull, but will get collapsed by the whole entire, or at least 2 people on the side of ASU. Oh, and he does have the overshield. We're going to see what he can kind of do. Trying to run, trying to make something happen. Ambition is weak. Going to get this 1v1. AOF Snipers gets him 1. He's just playing his life really well. Sees another person come up and is not enough. He's living in their base, waiting for his team to kind of push up and help him out, but he's getting no help right now.
Yeah, that's the second solo pull that we've seen out of UNH. Earlier, we saw 1 flag pull when 3 people on UNH were down. There we saw 1 person in their base by himself with his 3 teammates on their side of the map. Those just aren't going to be productive and turn into flag caps against a team like ASU.
A lot of wins off of these 1v1 fights for the side of UNH, but not a lot of conversions, as we've been saying. So it's just going to take some time to get up there. They're getting some good kills, getting some good solid wins, but just the spawns ain't really helping them.
Yeah, they just have to understand that, you know, when they get those initial kills on ASU on their side of the base, that they're most likely going to have to slay that team out again before they can set up for a flagpole. And
it's looking like they're at least get the flagpole halfway. So there's some life in the side of UNH. They're going, and it's a double kill right there. Cali's best girl just keeping the pressure up, but FPS, Carito, and CNRL just going for the flag. Able to get the drop shield. Does get the trade, though. Drop shield's up, not enough to protect. Windmills with 1. Holding it off, a lot of nades coming through, and this is UNH's moment to get this flag cap, but his teammate is in the way for the side of Windmills. Windmills goes down, not enough. Flag does go over to the other side. Ambition 2 grabs the snipe, seeing what he can do, but it's looking like the flag got pushed up all the way, and good help from Aeronomics. That is a rip off from Ambition 2 with a double kill. Will it be 3? Oh, not enough, and CRNL says, nope, we're going to get a cap, and we're keeping this alive. It is 2-1 in this series.
Yeah, they needed that flag cap, and they just have their sniper now, so we'll see if CNRL is able to return the favor that Ambition's been sending to them all game with these sniper rifles.
Yes, right now, just trying to get something to happen, but that's the spark that they need on their side of UNH. That for their team, it brings them alive. It gives them a little bit of breather. It tells them, hey, we can do this. It's still 2-1, able to get a good snipe onto Ambition 2, but Kage no Kame has the rockets. Needs to be careful. Actually, Windmills has rockets, but Kage no Kame was fighting over there, and now we're going to see if he's able to pick up this one kill, but he knows that he's weak right here. Able to get some help from his teammates. Pushing with the rocket, takes out another, and this is a solid push from ASU into their side of the base.
Absolutely, and UNH, they only have a minute and a half left. Even if they're able to get these kills on ASU, they have to be extremely fast with their push across the map here in order to try to get the last minute flag.
Yeah, and a lot of shots coming out from Ambition 2, able to help his
Oh
team out.
my God.
Nasty no scope right there from Ambition 2. There's one, not able to get the second there, but a lot of pressure coming up. So, I mean, ASU, this is really all they do. They just got to live in their side, be a nuisance, get a lot of damage out. Only a minute left, but New Haven has to keep the tempo pushing.
Yeah, they're in a really good spot right now with 3 dead on ASU. They need to push across the ASU side of the map now and start setting up for a flagpole.
Yes, I mean, he's pushing up. FPS or AOF Snipers is taking his way up here into their base, trying to live in it. But CRNL with the help, that's 2 down. This is the kind of life they need. Just take the pool, not enough. Went for the pistol, was caught off guard. Aeronomics able to get this kill onto CRNL. A lot of pressure, good stick, but it's from the grave. Poor thing right there. But 30 seconds left. New Haven is keeping the pressure up to try and get this flag, but ASU has been holding them off really well. I mean, look at Ambition 2 sitting on 30 and 14 here. You put a snipe in his hand, my man's dropping 30 in the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Ambition's definitely taken off this game.
And right now, the snipes will be up in a couple seconds, but that is it. No pressure, no one left. All the teams got wiped. A lot of BM coming out for the side of ASU. But that is 2-1 in the flag to Arizona. It was just a great showing of their skills, really, for the side of ASU in that matchup right there on Empyrean. UNH was fighting and was showing a valiant effort, but it was not enough on that map.
Yeah, one of my biggest takeaways from that series might be that I need to start playing on mouse and keyboard a little bit more, because that seemed to be the biggest difference in this series here with these 2 teams, with ASU just making ridiculous sniper rifle, shock rifle plays at will, it seemed like, because of that mouse and keyboard play style, I guess.
And I mean, shout out to ASU, able to have that crazy comeback in second game, but also shout out to UNH on this match that they just had. But I mean, shout out to both teams. I had a great time watching that best of 5. Even though it did end that way, the scoreline does not show exactly what we went through and watched, because UNH really put up a fight that whole entire time. So 3-1 does not look as well, but hats off on that crazy comeback. I still can't get over it. I mean, I'm sorry, that Slayer, that really just that really just whipped everything into shape, because wow, what a match. But I mean, both teams were able to show what they were about in this best of 5, and I'm really excited to kind of see what we have going on into day 2.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are extremely competitive. I mean, if I'm UNH, I'm going into the losers bracket saying, okay, we just lost. That ASU still only capped 2 flags on them in that game, and they had somebody, who had 30 kills and was double positive. So unless there's a team in the losers bracket that can just make the plays that these players on Arizona can, I think that they should be feeling pretty confident going into this loser bracket run.
Yes, and I just want to say shout out to everyone. Shout out to production. Shout out to Slew. Shout out to all the teams that are playing today. Thank you guys for letting us cast these matches that we had today. We also have, I believe this is our last one, so shout out to everybody that came through. Tomorrow is day 2. Also, shout out. Oh, next week. Sorry, my bad. Next week is the second half of it, but shout out to NECC as well for supporting the college Halo scene. Shout out to everybody that's been showing up. Shout out to everybody on the stream. Is there any last words that you'd like to say, Anxiety, before we just send us on out?
Pretty much everything you said. Shout out to the players too for giving us some good matches. And shout out to anyone who came by to watch the stream.
And that's all she wrote, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a nice rest of y'all's night. This was the College Halo Spring Playoffs 2023, Day 1, supported by NECC. I am That Woo Brandon, casting alongside Anxiety.
You're blocking the exit with your life.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ay, 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 ay. When you came in looking like that, oh, I knew it right then, right there. Baby, I'ma take you home. Saw you at the corner of my eye. Why don't you just blow my mind if I could just get you alone? Talking like you wild, I see through your smile. Why don't we go out and paint the town? I know that you wild.